The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Set 90 Wolf.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing again. Mays. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Check 99. Check 99. Hey, Orbit. Get it.
From the gun, Mays. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Come on, set. 50, plant. 54, right, 54. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo! Check safety, check 61. Matchbox lights. Kill. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Mays. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Mays. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers puts it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
56, check 56. All day, all day.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
56.
To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Mays. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Hey, box truck. Ready?
To throw on 2nd down. Mays. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Mays completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards. So tough to cover a big tight end like that.
It changes the chalk, as one of my coaches like to say, meaning
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Back to throw. Mays. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Ready? 91. Smooth. 54. Mike 54. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Shit.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Mays. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter.
Screen 80. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Drop deep, drop deep.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now Rashad Penny, and he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our scores. The kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Penny. And an alley to run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And Jennings has it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Hey, my 7.
Operating from the gun. Mays, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And the pressure gets to him again. Jaron Reed in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Delta. 54. Mike 54. Snap.
From the gun, Mays. And he's going to go down again. Jaron Reed, his 2nd sack of the night.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. On 4th down, Mays. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jaron Reed and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. This is Penny. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the Niners' 24-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Penny. And he stopped immediately there. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Penny. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. Under pressure, they got him again. Jaron Reed in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing the 2nd and a bundle. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Mays. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
Wilson on the keeper. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
59. Exit.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Good bounce-back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Seahawks, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, watch out, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I had it. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked. I made hoe when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. X slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP.